you need to call cut, because I could see drool coming out of the side of my mouth going toward him. And I'm like, I'm really trying very hard not to drool on you, Alex.
So I'd love to get this panel started. Let's give them a nice warm day 4 MEGACON welcome. We have DJ Quails, Samantha Smith, Ruth Connell, Alexander Calver, Jim Beaver, Mark Shepard, and Jared Padalecki. Welcome to MEGACON, folks.
Thanks.
Hello, Idgits.
Happy
Where
to be
did
here.
y'all come from?
There's an extra chair.
I feel like you should be in the middle,
Do
Jared.
you want to sit?
Yeah.
You want to sit in the extra chair? Or?
I might take both. Do you
Great.
mind if I take both? I'll just like kick my
Just keep
legs
this
up.
stretch out.
Howdy,
Whatever you need to
guys.
do.
Wow. There are a lot of y'all here. Jesus H. For Chuck's sake.
I'd love to start off and just ask each of you, give me one word to describe how you woke up feeling today and one word of how you feel like you want to end today.
Hey, one word. One word. Fine. One word. I woke up wet.
Did you say wet? Did you say wet?
DJ, how did you
Hey,
feel?
you woke up.
Horrified?
Yeah.
No, I woke up unhungover. That's a word. And what do I expect to happen, or what do I want to happen?
How would you like you to, your eyes are just closing and you're like, what a grateful...
Drunk?
Drunk.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
I'm going to watch the
Great.
Super Bowl after this.
Heck yeah, go Birds.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go to Wingstop if anybody wants to come join me.
How about you, Ruth?
I woke up chipper. And I aim to go home satisfied.
Well, like a
Nice.
wood chipper.
Nice.
For those who
Alex?
don't speak
Ooh.
Scottish, chipper means happy.
No, chipper doesn't mean happy. Chipper's this.
One word, Mark.
It's not happy.
What's the word?
No.
That's not the word.
That's the word. Thunderbird.
Man.
No, sorry, wrong thing.
So this show is on an epic scale. When you got to become a part of this family, how has that sort of changed your trajectory of life? Like, what has that done for you? Because obviously there's these fans. You have this family up here. Like, how has this changed your life?
This is the single job that changed my life the absolute most. All of my best friends are from this show, and my partner is from this show. Like, I'm marrying somebody from this show. So it's so crazy to look at like what my life is like now, and it's like, you know that movie Sliding Doors where Gwyneth Paltrow has a nice haircut if she makes the train and has a bad one if she leaves. Like I think about that all the time. What would have happened if I didn't do this show?
I went from being a terrible mother in the show to actually being a mother because of this show. And it's been the gift of my life.
Yeah, that's
no
wonderful.
exaggeration.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Yeah,
For real, thank you.
for real. You guys, this is amazing. Alex.
Don't have any kids, so I'm real thankful about that.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, the fact that we get to come to new places and old places and get to see new and old friends and we get to fill up rooms, it's still unbelievable, and it never ceases to amaze me, honestly.
Yeah, of course. How about the rest of y'all, if anyone wants to share life? Jim, tell us everything.
You don't have time for everything. I'm very grateful that I got to, I got to work with these people, and I got to grow old with this show, which was easy because that's how I started. There's quite a number of people who were on this show that I actually still like, and it's a limited number, but it's
Two of them are on the stage right now.
at least
Jim and you. Jim and you are.
But I still like all you guys, so.
Sam.
It's almost exactly 20 years since my audition for Supernatural.
Amazing.
And I've known you this whole time, Jared, and most of you for most of that time. And just to think of how my life has grown and changed in that time, and the people I have continued, all of these people who have collected along the way in my life. For an audition where I died in the first 90 seconds, the fact that I'm still sitting here and you're still sitting here is beyond, it's hard to wrap my head around. I'm just grateful. Thank you.
Your turn. How's your life changed?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, she's around.
Well, that ended when I joined this show. The truth of the matter is, in all my years, Jim will back this up, we've been lucky enough to do some extraordinary television and features and stuff in our life, but there has never been anything like this. It doesn't exist anywhere else. I've been lucky enough to be in a lot of shows that have huge followings, you know, Who and Star Trek and all sorts of other things that like that, Battlestar and stuff. But this is different. This has always been different. And what it is it's the connection between the people that love the show and the people that make the show. And from day one, I saw that the people that make the show cared as much about the show as the people who love the show. And that's what makes it so rare.
Yeah.
And that's the most crazy thing.
Here.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
So hold on, you woke up wet?
Yes. You said one word, so I tried to do one word, Mr. Shepard. To Sam's point, I do think 20 years ago today, we were filming the pilot. I know we were shooting on March 1st because that was Jensen's birthday, and we celebrated it during the pilot. And either we were shooting the pilot or I had it at home and I was trying to go like, what am I doing here? To try and gauge it is so difficult, but I will say this. I can think back to the 15 and change, because the strike and COVID and this and that, that I was on the show, and there were a lot of sacrifices. I mean, everybody in this room, if you think of any 15-year period, there's been a lot of shit. You know, there's been a lot that, like, this sucks. And I don't want to wake up, and I don't want to leave the house, and I don't want to get out of bed, and I don't want to go meet with that person or do that. But in hindsight, I just feel so grateful for y'all, honestly, because I was very public about some of the shit I was going through that I had been kind of not secretive of, but hadn't shared yet. And I was met with such love and acceptance that it meant a lot to me and hopefully to some of y'all as well. And I just feel grateful. This is... I'm going to make a weird analogy, and I'm like the king of bad analogies, so bear with me. But you know how sometimes you have your favorite band that no one knows about or something, or you have your favorite restaurant no one knows about, and you can walk in, get a table, like the happy hour on a Friday, like cool, like this is my favorite place anyways, and then when people start finding out about it, you're like, shit.
Yeah.
This feels the opposite. Honestly, this feels like the more, like you've been saying to everybody, you got to watch this, you got to listen to them, you got to eat there, you got to root for this team. And the more people that join, it's like a rising tide raises all boats. And so when I meet people that met best friends because they liked the show, or they went to a con together, or they met it on a Reddit thread, like my heart grows bigger every time. Again, wet and gratitude.
Yes.
I'm taking 2 words. I'm doing 2 words.
That's amazing.
That was a great analogy.
It was very good.
I love you.
I'm going to start a band called Wet Gratitude.
Someone make a shirt. I'll wear it. I'll wear it right now.
Yes. No, it's true though, because we all have our comfort shows, and sometimes a lot of other people watch those, and sometimes they don't. But like when I started watching this, because of my anxiety, it is a show I like to put on something that I know what's going to happen. I could probably recite the lines because it makes me feel comfortable and safe. Is this anyone else's like safe show? Like it does so much for that. So we appreciate the work y'all did. Like it just. I love it. Even though it's like the most horrifying show some episodes.
I was going to say, your safe is not my safe.
I like the Golden Girls. Like that's
no,
my
that too,
comfort
that too.
show.
This show has an enormous number of disembowelings for a safe show.
But that's where I feel most safe.
But you got to remember something. What makes it so different is that's why I love it. I hate the idea of fan. We always hated the word fan. Fan comes from fanatic. It's a negative. It's always been a negative. Supernatural family is seeing what people do with other people in conjunction with the show, sharing lives, doing stuff. My friends here, do a lot of charity work, do a lot of things that they care about, and it's enormous. But you guys make it bigger. It's not a normal thing. It's a wonderful antidote, as far as I'm concerned, to the craziness in the world. Our mental health struggles. We're all vocal about them. We are very vocal about them.
Yeah.
You can be famous and in the news and whatever, and nobody knows anything about you. And the truth is, we've been around doing this for so long. They pretty much know most of it. We've been through it quite
Hard
publicly.
to hide. Hard to hide.
Absolutely, it's hard to hide. But you're right. We are so grateful that it's taken us all together, you and us, on this journey. And there's new people. That's what blows my mind.
For sure.
The streaming is so helpful because 10-year-olds can now become fans, and that's what's
Who's
amazing
letting their
about it.
10-year-olds watch Supernatural?
Unsupervised 10-year-olds.
My kids watched it.
I clearly don't have children.
That explains a lot. I mean, I'm kidding. We're still trying to decide whether or not we let our 12, 11, and 7-year-old watch Uncle Jensen kill Mom. We haven't done that yet. But yeah, to everybody's point, we have a family. We have family here, and then on stage and on camera, there are these talented, wonderful, beautiful people, and Mark Shepard, who just all... Thank God. Best face forward.
The view is wonderful from here.
But it was great along the way, and we were also, and I mean this, and I'm looking at a full theater. We're looking at a full theater at MEGACON 2025. Yeah. Amen. And there were several years of our lives where we didn't know if we get another season. And now here we are 5 seasons later, after it ended, going cool. Who started watching the show in the last couple of years? I was going to watch that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Get out.
How cool.
Get out.
And take the lady who lets her 10-year-old watch with you.
Yeah. So my other thing, because a lot of the episodes, you guys kind of teamed up in different things. Is there any character on the show that you wish your character would have done more team ups with and gotten to,
Charlie.
go decapitate? Yes.
Alex, what's your answer to this? I want to hear yours.
More time getting drooled on by Garth,
I almost drooled on him once. They gave me these new werewolf teeth.
No, but it's not that you drool on me. It was more that he's straddling me and he's like, oh, sorry. And it's just tumbling out of his mouth and I don't know this guy.
I drank Michael's Grace and then I was on top of you.
Yeah.
Trying to bite you, but they gave me these new werewolf teeth that were too big for my
did not
mouth.
fit you at all.
So I couldn't close my mouth over them. And so they were making me go at him for a long time. And I was like, you need to call cut, because I could see drool coming out of the side of my mouth going toward him. And I'm like, I'm really trying very hard not to drool on you, Alex.
I'm just laying there. I'm like, it's okay, dude. It's fine.
I will say, having worn vampire teeth and werewolf teeth and this and that as Sam, DJ is my absolute favorite other actress on the show to wear it, because in person at least, they look stupid. And they're really sharp, and they cut the insides of your mouth, and so they're like, okay, let's put the teeth in, and so they come in and they dry your gums so they can put them in. And they're like, okay, we got to cover it, and so they can pull your lip down. But they were hard.
Yeah, they're hard.
They're like spikes. And so DJ, God love him, he would just stand there and be like, I feel stupid. you'd stand there on your mark and you'd be like, I feel stupid. Do I look stupid? And we're like, no, you look great.
I nicked my penis with those werewolf claws. Yep, I did.
You heard him right. You heard him right.
So the first iteration. So later they were like Lee press-on claws, like you could just press them on. But they brought in they hired like some prosthetic makeup people to come in and they put them on from the knuckle. And so I went to the bathroom and pulled my pants down and couldn't get them back up. So.
That's
No way
what
for me
they
to
all
do it.
say.
So I had to back out and ask for a PA to come. They pulled up my pants, but my penis got caught in my waistband. So I went to push it down and I nicked my penis.
Was that like a humble brag? Like,
no, yes.
That's a sweet story. That's a sweet meet cute.
So you also on set felt wet.
And because it got caught in my waistband, grateful, gratitude.
You don't get stories like this with the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Well, I'm glad you all love each other as much as we assumed you did. This is lovely. Even Jim's face, come on. You love each other. We love you. Can we give them a warm thank you for coming and spending this time?